and to his boys about how much favor he's been in all day. He says, you know, the queen didn't even want to have a dinner. Oh God, let me deal with that for a minute. She didn't even want to just have dinner with her husband. She wanted me in the room too. You know, help me tonight, Jesus. Yeah, the queen must got a thing for me. Y'all ain't catching the text. This is what happens when you read. That's why be a learner. Be a learner. When you read, this is what God gives you. So Haman now goes home. Check this out, Deacon Will. I almost called you minister. We will let God do it. The king, Haman goes home. Check this out. Bragging to his wife about another woman.
Teaching.
Now, this is exegetical. I'm going beneath the surface of the text. Pull something out for you. Okay. So now, Mama Pam, that wife hears him boasting that he was in the presence of the queen. The wife now, listen, subconsciously sets him up to be killed. Catch it, Evangelist Graham. She hears this and she pseudo praises him. Pseudo, falsely. She tells him, oh, that's great. You know, what you should do is this, that, and the third. He says, look, I really want to get rid of Mordecai because he took me off my high. I came out of the presence of the king and the queen. I was rejoicing, but you know, this Mordecai guy ain't really giving me my props. So I want to do something to kill him. So the woman who's really a little jealous because he got an eye and an ear for the queen said, well, why don't you build some gallows? Set a spot up for him to be killed at. And you know, because you got so much favor now. Because the queen got eyes for you and the king loves you so much. Just set it up and tell him that you want Haman to be hung. He gets excited, Minister Black, because since he's an enemy of God, he's got to arise. And so he gets excited and he goes in the midnight hour to go set this thing up because he feels like his wife then gave him the right answer. Okay. So while the enemy arises, God says it's now my time. So he causes the king Ahasuerus to not be able to sleep that night. I'm in Esther chapter 6 and 4. He calls him not to be able to sleep that night. And when he can't sleep, he says, y'all bring me the chronicles of the king. Bring me a bedtime story that I can read, but I don't want to read a fairy tale. I want to read about what my predecessors. I want to read about great men that were before me so I can be made a better king. And so when the chronicles come into the king, he begins to read how Mordecai had stopped the plan of two men that tried to kill the king. The king says to the men, well, I didn't even know that somebody was after me. And Mordecai took care of both of them. What has been done to honor this man for how he looked out for the king when I didn't even know he was looking out for me. Now, because God got to make the enemy arise, he made Haman be in the other room building gallows so that the king would say, I need to know who can tell me what to be done to honor. They said, I hear somebody working in this whoever that is, tell them to come in. They said, it's Haman. The king says, great, that's who I need. So Haman, who's coming off a high of being in the presence of the king and the queen earlier, now got some more honor that I'm getting called to the king's house for the second time in the same day. So he goes in proud as a peacock. What's up, king? What can I do for you, sir? He says to him, Haman, listen, I'm thinking about how I can honor a man. I'm thinking about how I can bring some real prize and some real praise to a man. What should be done to a man that the king wants to be, that king wants to? So Haman says in his mind, Jacob, certainly. The king can't want to honor nobody but me. I'm this guy. I'm this man. He called me in, so he want me to set my own stuff. So, king, you know, give him the apparel that you wore in your last victory. Set him up on your horse. Let him ride throughout the city, and that whatever he stops, the people just got to fall down and honor him. You know, put him on display, king. Let him ride in your church. Just do your thing. And the king said, great. That sounds good. This is what I need you to do. Go find Mordecai. and tell him the king wants to honor him. And the same words you just told me, tell them to Mordecai. So now he's dumbfounded, Black. He's setting up to kill the man. But now he's being sent to bless the man that he wanted to kill. God sees his enemy arising. So after Haman, in pain, sorrow, and tears, has to go relay this message to Mordecai, God quickens Esther. Catch this now. He says to Esther, this is where the wisdom comes from the fast, don't wait till tomorrow. Go now. She comes to the king, mama, and she says, King, can we call for Haman? And after Haman had just told Mordecai about the blessing that was coming his way, the people came and got him. The king is looking for you. Haman comes to the presence of the king, and this time he's nervous. Bible says he was a little afraid because he didn't know what was jumping off at this point. Esther says the king says to Esther, you got your setting again. I got you back at the table. Tell me what you want. God told her now. She says, King, the reason I needed to have this banquet was to tell you about the plot that was made against me and my people. And it was penned by this wicked Haman. The king looks at Haman. He gets upset. King walks away from Haman. And he looks out and sees these gallows. As he's looking at the gallows and he's upset about things that's going on, he comes back in to execute sentence, but he sees Haman laying on the bed with his wife. World. Teach the night Hinton. The king, who was already going to kill him because he was trying to kill Esther's people, said, so you on top of that going to try to sleep with my woman? This is the Bible. Would you now force the queen in my presence while I'm here? You're tripping for real. And the Bible said, Jacob, the king called for 2 men, and the men ain't even waste no time. The Bible said they covered his face, which means they put the hanging cloth over his face because he's out of here. The hanging cloth. We ain't just putting him out. We killing him. He says, whoever those gallows were for, Haman just won the bet. Send him over there and get rid of him falsely. This is what I love about the men, Black. They ain't ask no question. They ain't say, well, king, you know this is your main man. They ain't say, well, king, are you sure? They got him up out of there. It's finished. I don't care who he was. Kill him. Get him out of here. You got to go, Black. Go. So Esther sitting there. Haman's dying. He's done. And the Bible says, Mama, that after the king's wrath was pacified, after he was settled down, he started talking back to Esther again. Esther says to him, now King, I appreciate the fact that you got rid of my enemy. But the reality is, this decree is still out here. It's still a bounty on my head. Now this is patience, Black. I'm trying to help us understand. We got to wait for our enemy to arise. God had to let the table get set up for Haman to make the gallows and all these things. But then she didn't rush her own deliverance. Catch this. She didn't rush her deliverance. Pastor, what does that mean? She didn't leave out of the presence of God or the authority until she got all of her answers. Say that one more time. She didn't just get the goosebumps of a prophetic word and go sit down. But she stayed at the altar long enough to let God finish speaking what he started speaking. The reason we have not fully seen a lot of the words that we've heard from God is because we haven't developed enough patience to stay in his presence until he finishes it. Wow. Well, Pastor, you mean I'm supposed to stay at the altar until 6 o'clock at night? No, what I'm saying is the mode you were in at the altar is the mode, yes, the setting you got to stay in until he finishes it. Not get the goosebumps and leave carrying back what you just got goosebumps over. But get the goosebumps and maintain the goosebumps until you hear it is finished. We get our shot in the arm. We cry a real good cry at the altar. I mean, makeup, if we got in our own, it's messed up. Hallelujah to Jesus. Hair, if it's in there, is out of place. All kind of stuff. We get at the altar. We get excited. Even on the car ride home, we still living in the aftermath and the afterglow of the excitement. But then when we get home, we delete the setting. And God hadn't finished what he started at the altar. He says, I need you to learn that the fast was designed to produce patience, Sister Kanisha. That James 1:4 says, but let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire or complete, wanting nothing. So patience, when I've got patience, that means that I'm willing to stay in a posture long enough for God to complete what he started in. Philippians 2:13 says, for it is God which worketh in you, both to will and to do of his good pleasure. Which means, Sister Evans, whatever God has begun in your life, and he's begun something real good, you are already good people. Let me look at you while I'm saying it. You were already good people before you got here. But now you done turned into better people. And God get ready to make you great people because he's begun something in you. All you got to do is stay in this posture long enough for him to finish what he started.
Ooh, thank you, Lord.
He said, a tool in my finishing is connected to your right now. He's a sign that I'm finishing some stuff that I had started 20 years ago. Great man of God. Honorable man of God. A man's man.
Yeah.
But still got humility.
Yeah.
Honored to serve. That ought to be, and it is, and it's getting there in a greater measure. That ought to be the testimony for every one of us.
Amen.
Yes. Yes.
Great men, women of God. Humble men, women of God. But all that stuff comes from being willing to stick in there while God is finishing what he started. Patience. Don't quit. This is not a quitting time. I'm telling you, we're in a time we ain't never seen before. So we got to walk with God and let him finish what he started.
Yes.
Sunday, Sunday, such a powerful day. The Spirit of the Lord falls heavy in the house of God. People be elevated. They receive a word from the Lord. I told God before I got there Sunday morning, Black, and you can't tell God nothing, but I had a conversation with God. Yes. And I said, Lord, my desire today is that you just be the spirit of confirmation. That's my desire.
Everywhere.
I said, Lord, I ain't going to say a word. I ain't going to say a word. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do as the pastor. I'm going to lay my hands on them. As the pastor, I'm a quarter, I'm in charge, I'm doing it. But as it relates to the prophetic, God, I want my lips sealed. Let it come from another source. So much so that I got a phone call. And folk asked, did you share anything with these people before they came? No. That's all God.
Not a word.
I said, let me really blow your mind.
Yeah.
They didn't even know your name until they heard me say it. I didn't call nobody. I didn't even tell Apostle the names of the people. He might have seen the pictures. I said, I got 3 deacons, 3 deaconesses, a minister I'm licensed, 3 ministers I'm putting in place. All right, son. The bishops that were there, I said, I need y'all to be prepared just to do presbytery. They said, all right, man of God, we got you. They ain't give them no backdrop. Yeah. Say this. No, for what?
Right.
It's God.
It's God.
So I'm just sitting there, I'm laughing for real. I mean, it was a sacred moment, but I'm laughing. Because I'm like, well, God, you're awesome.
Yes.
Confirmation. Confirmation.
And I said, well, Lord, if they don't get it today, maybe all of us need to quit. Let's just stop. We ain't going to have church no more. We're going to disperse and disband. Patience, though. Patience. All right. All right. Okay. Last thing, I'm going to just give you this, then I'm going to be out so I can shut down tonight. All right. So patience. No. I'm gonna just do it next week because I got too much to not do the rest of that because there's some real good stuff right here. Yeah, no, I'm gonna pick up with patience next week.
Yes, sir.
So come on, put your hands together.
All right.